They tell you to plan for retirement. They tell you to save your money, stay active, and enjoy your golden years. But what they don't tell you is that after 80, life doesn't just slow down. It changes in ways no one warned you about. Not in dramatic movie-style moments, but in quiet, persistent shifts. Moments that catch you off guard, feelings that surprise you, truths you weren't expecting. You see, aging beyond 80 is not simply about having grey hair or needing reading glasses. It's about living in a world that starts to move faster while you begin to move slower. It's about watching people you love fade out of view while new faces don't always understand what you've been through. It's about carrying decades of wisdom, but sometimes feeling like no one's listening. This video isn't about fear. It's about honesty, because you deserve to have these conversations. You deserve to feel seen in all the complexity of this stage of life. The good, the hard, and the parts no one ever talks about out loud. In the next few minutes, we'll walk through 5 brutal truths about life after 80. Truths that are rarely mentioned but deeply felt by millions of seniors across the world. And we'll do it gently. We won't just name the hardships. We'll explore how to carry them with grace, how to find dignity even when the world around you forgets to offer it. So if you've ever felt like no one prepared you for this part, you're not alone. And if you're over 80 or love someone who is, this may be the most important message you've heard in a long time. Let's begin. Truth number 1. Friendships and connections fade faster than expected. You reach a point in life where your contact list shrinks, not because you stopped calling, but because the people you used to call are no longer here. After 80, friendship takes on a different meaning. It's no longer about who you see every week or talk to every day. It becomes a collection of memories. People you shared laughs with, dances with, long phone calls and backyard conversations with. And now they're gone. Some slowly, some suddenly. No one tells you how heavy it feels to keep living when others stop showing up. You see their chair and remember their voice. You think of something they would have said and feel the sting of not being able to tell them. It's a quiet grief, and it doesn't go away after a few weeks or months. It lingers. This fading of friendships isn't just about loss through death. It also comes through distance, decline, and disconnection. Maybe your old neighbor moved into assisted living. Maybe your longtime friend can no longer remember your name. Maybe your own hearing or mobility keeps you from getting out as much. And slowly, the world starts feeling farther away. And then there's the truth no one wants to say. Making new friends after 80 is hard. It takes energy, trust, and opportunities, which are fewer than before. Group events may be tiring, conversations may feel different, and even when you try, it doesn't always fill the same place in your heart. But here's something important. Just because friendships change doesn't mean your need for connection disappears. In fact, it becomes even more vital. Your heart still needs warmth, your story still deserves to be heard, and your days still crave companionship, even if it looks different than it did before. So what can you do? Start small. A smile to someone you see regularly, a phone call to someone you haven't spoken to in a while, joining a gentle gathering, a book circle, or even writing letters again. You don't need a crowd. You just need 1 or 2 souls who see you, who hear you, who know your name. Gentle wisdom, reflection. The world may feel quieter now, but you are still here. And someone somewhere is hoping for a friend just like you. Truth number 2. Your body feels foreign, even to you. You used to move without thinking. Tie your shoes, step off the curb, turn your neck while reversing the car. Now, each movement comes with a pause, a wince, sometimes even a silent negotiation with your own limbs. It's strange when your body no longer feels like your own. The truth is, after 80, your body changes more quickly than ever before. Muscle mass decreases, joints stiffen, eyes dry out. Hands lose grip, balance feels off, even your bladder and digestion take on new rhythms that you never asked for. And what once felt like normal aging can now feel like betrayal. A body you cared for now feels unpredictable. But here's something no one says often enough. You're not failing. You're adapting. Your body isn't giving up. It's trying to hold on. It's finding new ways to move, survive, and serve you, even when it's tired. That's not weakness. That's resilience. Still, it's okay to grieve the loss of ease. It's okay to miss your old energy or strength. You can be grateful for life and still feel frustrated that you need a walker or that stairs feel longer than they used to, and in that grief, you get to choose gentleness. You get to work with your body, not against it, to rest when needed, to stretch without shame, to ask for help, not as surrender but as self-respect. Gentle wisdom. Tip: your body may have changed, but its worth hasn't. It's carried you through every year of your life. Now it's your turn to carry it with compassion. Truth. Number 3, others start making decisions without you. There's a moment that happens quietly for many seniors. A decision is made, and no one asked you first. Maybe it's where you'll live. Maybe it's what you'll eat, or what time you'll go to bed. Maybe it's who's handling your finances, your medications, or your schedule. It starts with good intentions. Family members want to help. Doctors make choices in your best interest. Caregivers assume you're too tired to answer, and slowly, your voice gets softer in the room, not because you've lost your mind, but because people start acting as if you have. This is one of the hardest parts of aging that no one warns you about, the shift from independence to being managed. Even when it's necessary, even when it's for your safety, it can feel like you're being erased in real time. Here's what you need to know. You still have the right to speak, to ask questions, to give input. To say, I need a minute, or I don't agree with that, or please explain that again. You're not a burden. You're a person with preferences, opinions, and agency. Yes, there may be times when others need to step in, but that doesn't mean you disappear. And if you feel yourself fading into the background of your own life, speak up. Ask to be part of the discussion. Let someone know how it makes you feel when decisions are made without you. Gentle wisdom. Reminder, you are still the author of your life, even if others help hold the pen. Truth. Before. Time feels both long and short at once. There's a strange contradiction that shows up after 80. The days feel longer, but the years feel shorter. You might wake up and have nowhere to be, no deadlines, no rush, just a long, quiet stretch of hours ahead. And yet, you blink, and another year has passed, another birthday, another holiday, another season come and gone. It's a disorienting experience. to have time but still feel like you're running out of it. This truth can bring both peace and anxiety. Peace because there's space now to reflect, to rest, to be. But anxiety because it's easy to wonder, am I doing enough with the time I have left? You might feel pressure to be productive or to use your time wisely, whatever that means. And on quiet days when the world feels far away, it can feel like the clock is ticking louder than ever. But let me gently remind you, meaning isn't always loud. Purpose doesn't always come in big projects. Sometimes the most sacred use of your time is simply being present, watching the birds, listening to a loved one's voice, writing down a memory, calling an old friend, sitting in the sunlight without rushing. Your time is not wasted just because it's slow. You're not doing it wrong if your day is peaceful. Gentle reflection. Time is precious, but so are you. And how you spend your hours doesn't have to impress anyone. It just has to feel true to you. Truth number 5, emotional resilience becomes more important than physical strength. When you were younger, strength meant something physical. How far you could walk, how much you could lift, how quickly you could bounce back from a long day. But after 80, the strength that matters most lives inside you. Emotional resilience, your ability to carry change, loss, quiet, and uncertainty, becomes your greatest survival tool. Because life keeps shifting. Bodies slow down, people come and go, and things you once controlled now feel out of reach. It can feel like the ground beneath you is always moving, but here's the thing no one talks about. You've already built this resilience. You've survived things that would have broken others. You've lived through war, loss, loneliness, reinvention, caregiving, and letting go. You've adjusted again and again, and you're still here. That's not weakness. That's strength. With soul. Yet even so, it's okay to feel tired. It's okay to have moments where you want to cry or shut down or say, I just don't know how to do this anymore. Emotional resilience doesn't mean being cheerful all the time. It means you know how to keep going, even with a heavy heart. So how do you nurture that strength in your 80s? You allow space for your feelings without guilt. You speak kindly to yourself on slow days. You seek comfort, not perfection. You give yourself credit for still trying. And perhaps most powerfully, you continue to love. Even when it hurts. Even when it's uncertain. Even when the world forgets to love you back as loudly. Because that kind of heart, soft, steady, open, is what will carry you farther than any step counter or exercise chart ever could. Gentle wisdom. Reminder, your value was never in your muscle. It's in your spirit, and it's just as strong, if not stronger, than it's ever been. If you've related to any of these truths, even quietly, know that you're not alone. Which of these realities have you felt most deeply in? Your own life? We'd love to hear from you in the comments, even if all you write is, "That's me." Sometimes the simplest words connect us the most. And if this video has brought you comfort or insight, please subscribe to Gentle Wisdom and tap the bell icon so you'll be gently notified when we share more reflections just for you. Your presence here means more than you know. Let's take a breath and remember where we've been. We spoke today about 5 brutal but very real truths about life after 80. That friendships and connections fade faster than anyone prepares you, for that your body can begin to feel unfamiliar, that others start making decisions without always asking, that time feels both endless and fleeting, and that emotional resilience, not physical strength, becomes your most powerful tool. These aren't easy things to talk about, but they are real. And if you've felt any of them, even in quiet moments, you're not broken. You're human. The world may not always honor this part of life. It may skip over the deep wisdom of your years, the bravery of your daily choices, or the silent strength it takes just to keep showing up. But here, in this space, you are seen. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. So as we close, I invite you to ask yourself, what truth spoke to you most? Today, what part of your experience have you carried alone that now feels a little less heavy? If you feel moved, leave a comment below. Your words might bring peace to someone else walking the same path. And if you'd like to keep walking this journey with us, please subscribe to Gentle Wisdom and tap the bell icon so you'll always know when we're here again. Because you are not just aging, you're unfolding. And your life still matters deeply. We'll see you next time. Until then, be gentle with your body, your memories, and your heart.